All right, let's try a random medium problem. So we pick the difficulty and then we select a random medium problem. Okay, remove covered intervals. Given an array intervals where intervals of I equals to LR represents the interval LR. Now this is square bracket. This is a whatever this curly. I don't know what this other bracket. Remove all intervals that are covered by another interval in the list. Interval square bracket and round bracket is covered by the interval CD if and only if C is less than equals to A. And B is less than equals to D. So my understanding of this interval means is including A and not including B, right? Now, so that's the interval, including remove all intervals that are covered by another interval in the list. Yes, let's look at an example. So 1, 4, 3, 6, 2, 8. It is the number of remaining intervals. So interval 3, 6 is covered by 2, 8. So 2, 8 completely has 3, 6. So let's do something like this and then do so 1 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4, and then 3 to 6. So 3 to 6 is 3 4 5 6, and then 2 to 8. So 1 2. Okay, this is 6 7 and 8. Now 3 to 6 is completely within 2 to 8. So an interval is covered by another interval if and only if C is less than or equal to A. That means the starting point is okay, C. AB is covered by CD. So here 3 6 is covered by 2 8. If the starting point of uh, yeah, basically starting point of 3 is less than starting point is less than or equal to this, and end point is less than or equal to. As simple as that. I understand that. So sorry, the starting point is greater and the ending point is lesser or equal to, right? Now, how do we find this overlaps essentially? Hmm, let's see. Can we do some sort of sorting here? Okay, let's first try and sort with just the uh, it's not really sorting that is helping. Hmm. I would rather pick the by every starting interval. I am interested in taking the longest intervals. So there are two pivots. One is first the starting interval, and the second pivot is the length, right? So what I mean by that is I am interested in starting from 1, 1 to 4 is already covered. So, and then when I start from 2, I know the only thing that's covered is anything that starts from 2 and ends with 4 is covered, right? Hmm. All right. Let's see. I definitely want to see every interval. I start from 1, it goes till 4, and I make a note of it. Then I look at 2 to 8. And basically what I check is well, the least guy, not the least guy, is actually the anybody. So when I'm looking at 2 to 8, anybody which starts before this, right? Anybody that starts before this and has the max greater than or equal to 8 will work. But anybody who starts before this, so you have to basically sort by uh, or you have to maintain the largest. See the so okay. Let's say there is 1 3 as well. So 1 3 will come here. Okay, and then what I'm not interested is in 2. I'm interested in, let's say, okay, I'm gonna remove this all of this for a sec. So I want to talk about, I have 1 to 8 and I have let's say some random 3 to, I don't know, 23, whatever. And now if I want to check if whatever next time that is going to start from after 3. Yeah, so there are so let's say there is this 3 to this was my example 5, right? Now when I get, so 3 to 5 is already covered within it because case 3 to 5. So if one guy is covered, then everybody that covers itself will also be covered. So that is something again of not in interest. So the any interval will be useful only if it's not covered within it, right? Because if something else is covered within it, then I don't really need to even care about that, right? So I just remove that. So now I get 3 to 9. So the point will be any after this, I will only keep track of ones which are not within it. Otherwise, there is no point, right? So I will have at least something that goes out of it, right? Because if it's still like this is already covered within it. So why do I care about it? I don't care about it. So I go till here, I go 9, right? So the way that I'm so the way that I am now sorting is I'll take the minimum. Okay, so let's do this sort, yeah. Arrays dot sort uh, intervals, and then I have to give a comparator because it's a bit of a complicated comparator, no? I also really want to write a comparator class, but okay, let's try just this. So you go AB, and the first is, yeah, I want to write a comparator. So I forgot how to write a custom comparator. Let's try. So okay, something like this. You go public int compare. You go A, and you go int B, and then you do. So first thing is if they are not starting at the same point. If a of 0 is not equals to b of 0, then return a of 0 minus b of 0. If they are equal, then return uh, the one which is bigger. So they're both starting at the same time. So a of 1 minus, sorry, no, so which is larger? So b of 1 minus, so the guy, if you want to come first, it has to be negative. So if a is bigger, okay, so b of 1 minus a of 1 will mean that if a will come first, if it's bigger, right? Yeah. So yeah, so this is my comparator, and over here I do a new interval comparator. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's just try if it works. Let's fix any compilation errors first. Identifier expected. Again, identifier expected. Maybe I don't need a thing here because it's already mentioned there, is it? Cannot find symbol. Okay, so it's working in the terms of the, I guess, compilation. Now so I sort the other way I like. Now I go through the array. So the first guy which is there is already has to be there, right? So uh, I think I also need to maintain a j. Another thing I need to check, which okay, so after this, let's say I get somebody who starts with, again, he will start with 4. Now, yeah, I have to always compare it against the last end guy, last ender. Um, uh, and last will be j. Okay, so I maintain that j in last. Um, yeah, just maintain this last in last equals to 0 as well, right? Now 1 plus plus 1 continue, right? So this is fine. Now we already know that it is equal to or greater than, and for the end we'll have to check if the interval of and is less than or equal to intervals of last one, then again you just do continue, right? So I do no, so this is not this, so this is different, and you do this, or rather If it is greater than, then you do last equals to I, you do count plus plus, and otherwise you don't care, right? You can always start with will I have at least one interval? Yeah, so then I can just start with one, count as one, last as zero. All good, so I can just remove this as well. Okay, let's check if this works. Okay, submit. Alright, so we solve it in analog n time because we are doing sorting. Cool, okay.